This girl, 18F, got pregnant, and she and her parents want me, 19 to step up and help her raise her baby. I am not the dad. But I want to go into the Corps. I told her no. I feel bad, though. Basically, this girl I always had a crush on got knocked up by some random loser, and now, while she is pregnant, she has been wanting to date me. Her parents want me to step up and be a man. So they don't have to help her take care of the baby for like the next 18 years and have her stay with them. She is not a piece of cake, BTW. But the thing is, I am not the dad. She said she wants me to be her boyfriend, and for me to get a job and a place for her and me to live to help raise our kid. My dad told me to tell her to go F herself and not to put my dreams to the side, and that I am so young and just a kid myself, and to never ever in my entire life get involved with her. He said her baby is not my responsibility, and he will be heartbroken if I voluntarily take on this burden. He fully supports me going into the Corps. I told her I do not want to get involved with her. Her dad told me I am not a real man. Update 1. I have been able to successfully block this girl and her parents on all social media platforms and their phone numbers and home phone as well from my cell phone. I have also gotten a temporary restraining order. There is a legal process you have to go through for a real permanent one, but I am working on it, against her and her parents. None of them are allowed to contact me by any means, including phone, email, mail, in person, or by someone else. If they do, the sheriff will have his deputies go to their house and bring them to the local jail. Update 2. My dad drove me down to the local courthouse in our town to get what is known as a temporary restraining order against her and her parents. She and her parents are not to contact me by any means, and if they do, I am supposed to notify the sheriff for our town, and he will have his officers come by to their house and bring them to the jail. We live in a small town, and this is how the courts and law enforcement are set up in our town, LMAO. The staff at the courthouse were saying I would have to officially go before a judge and give a reasonable basis for why a real permanent restraining order is needed. This is just the process, the law, they were saying, BC. It is not considered urgent, and there is no safety risk, yet just harassment. The restraining order could potentially last years or forever if needed. The staff were also saying if she badmouths me to people, I could sue her for slander if I really wanted to, but it will very likely not be worth the time and money. BC, who cares if people I may not even that she knows think something bad of me? Luckily, though she didn't go to the same schools and does live in a different town, but nearby, so we likely won't cross paths, and I will be gone soon anyways, and don't really know the same people anyways. Update 3. My dad informed my mom, they are divorced and she lives out of state, about the situation by phone. My brother, 17 is staying with her this summer. He goes there during the summers and holidays. I am so happy he is not here, RN. I love my little bro, but I don't need this to be a family issue. I was very upset. He told my mom, BC, I don't want her to worry, and what can she do about this? But my dad said my mom should be informed and that they both love and care about me. My mom lost her mind. My brother is saying she is having panic attacks, RN. Update 4. I found out the court has what they call a legal advocate, basically a college volunteer intern, different from a lawyer, in some office, to help people come in and fill out forms and direct them to the right court section and understand paperwork and so on, and get like disability access accommodations at the courthouse. I do not know how to do anything legal related and am clueless, so I went there for help. The legal advocate feels really bad for me. Like, genuinely. He is a college kid about my age studying pre-law, and he helped me, and even walked me through all the steps in detail, put in my request for a permanent restraining order into the clerk for next available judge as soon as possible, and told me to be ready for my hearing and to explain all of this to the judge, and then they can hopefully make it like a forever, or at least years long, restraining order against both the girl and her parents. I think he identifies with me so much being a young guy about my age himself and feels really bad about the situation, BC. I could tell he went the extra mile for me. Update 5. My dad told me over dinner last night me and my little brother are his kids and the most important people in his life, and he loves us more than anybody and is furious at the girl and her parents for trying to mess up my life. He said I am so young and do not deserve any of this. My mom's side of the family, like my maternal grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc., have now been reaching out to me by phone about the situation. Probably my mom or little brother told them. They are out of state, like my mom. And I'm not even like that close to them, but we are friendly, and I do see them from time to time over the years, like during holidays. This is now a family issue and something they are going to all remember forever about me, just like I didn't want. I don't think my dad should have told my mom, BC, there was no reasonable need for her to be informed. And I don't think she or my little brother should have told them. But what can I do? I can't control people. It just sucks, BC. Now this will be like something the family will remember about me for years and draw my mom's family's attention. Update 6. I have been able to go before a judge and get a real permanent restraining order against the girl and her parents. None of them even showed up. The court had to inform them so they could contest the order if they wished. Probably BC, they know how ridiculous they would look and knew they would be mocked and scolded. The judge has never even heard of a situation like this in his entire life. Professional, personal, etc. He was saying, and he said he has seen a lot of crazy things. He also said he is so sorry these people have a fixation with me taking care of her and her baby, and that it is not my responsibility.